Hello everyone, this is Pop Culture Clash, brand new channel where we're going to be talking about movies, games, action figures, music, basically a lot of different things. And I'm Ish and this is
Subhan.
And today we're going to be talking about the PS5 reveal video. So should we start with GTA?
Yeah, that's where they started, so let's start there.
Right, so GTA was the first thing to come up on the video. We had a bit of transitioning.
Yeah, people for some reason thought it was GTA 6. GTA 6 and that Rockstar logo came up, which I think was incredibly stupid. Because that was never I don't think people understand how long
everyone thought it was
going
to be GTA 6.
I don't understand how long people think it's going to take them to make GTA. I mean, I know they have GTA 5 came out ages ago, but I knew GTA 6 wasn't going to come out this soon.
Nah, I wasn't expecting it this soon either, but the thing is, I think everyone was just a bit excited when they saw Rockstar, because even I thought for a second it's GTA 6, and then, oh god, it's just another, everyone was just screaming at the screen when they saw GTA 5 was coming to PS5, because now it's been on 3 consoles, and
3 generations.
Not gonna lie, I think it's getting a bit old now.
It came out. What year? 2020. It came out 7 years ago. So by the time next year, 'cause it's not coming out this year. It's not even coming out at launch, which I don't understand. How does it take them? Why can't they? How long do they really need to make GTA 5 much better on PS5? I feel like they just ported the PC version. That's adequate compared to the version we have on consoles right now.
Well, it says the new version will feature enhancements and will be expanded. So
what do they mean? But that's just like
I want to know how it's going to be expanded.
Yeah, I guess it was how with PS3 where it went from PS3 to PS4. They added like heists and stuff and like new cars. But then I guess let's just talk about first what they're gonna do. They've said that apparently GTA Online is gonna come for 3 months for free for PS Plus users on PS5 at launch of 2021 for for GTA 5 that's coming to next gen. And then the game itself, like the full story mode, is going to be released at some point in 2021 as well. I think that's after the 3 months when GTA 5 is going to be, like GTA Online is going to be on there. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I guess we'll find out.
I hope they don't expand the story mode, because I feel like we don't need anything more to the story mode. Personally, that's what I don't think we need anything more to the story mode. I think the only thing we need is probably a bit more online.
The only reason they're bringing it to PS5 is because of the online. Because the online is what makes the money, so they're not going to expand the story mode because the story mode isn't making the money. Because they can make money off the microtransactions, can't they, with the online, which is what they've been doing, which is why GTA 5 hasn't died yet. And that's why they haven't done anything with Red Dead Online. Because Red Dead Online was basically a failure. I mean, no one really... they didn't catch on like GTA Online did. So they've just basically killed... I mean, I don't know if they've officially killed support for it, but I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what they're gonna do is that.
I hope they like this expansion thing that they're gonna do to it. I hope they add like a new big feature, because I think if they just keep on doing continuous updates like how they're doing on PS4, I feel like it's just gonna be a bit boring, because it's just gonna be the same game then. And I'm already getting bored of it on PS4. After Doomsday Heist, it just got boring because it just felt like very repetitive, and. Yeah. I think that if they want to do something, they need to either... I think they need to add a new part of the map.
The only thing that you really do, the only thing you're working towards, at least on like a new PS4 GTA, is make money, buy cars, buy other oppressors or other weapons and vehicles and stuff. And I think for the most part, most people want GTA 6 now. Even though Rockstar doesn't think people want a single player, I feel like people do. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that.
I feel like I was speaking to a few of my friends, and they were just saying that they don't feel like, with GTA 6, they don't feel like they could introduce anything like groundbreaking that would change anything from GTA 5. But I disagree with that, because I think one thing that would be good if it is you could travel to other countries. Personally,
I don't know if they'd be able to do that though, wouldn't it? Because I guess
different areas.
Yeah, I don't know if they. I mean, I guess now maybe with new consoles they could, but I don't think on PS4 that would have been possible, because PS4 somehow can barely handle GTA 5, because GTA 5 runs terribly. I mean, I guess even on PS4 it runs horribly compared to how it does on PC and stuff. PC is 60 FPS. How would they not manage that on PS5? Not PS5,
yeah.
On PS4. If the PS5 version is not 60 FPS, I'm gonna die of laughter.
I mean, even with PS4, it can't really handle it properly, which is a bit, it's just stupid.
Online, the game runs at like 20 FPS. Whenever you like, if you boost a car or something, like if you have a car that can go like proper fast, you boost a car, the game just dies. The frame rate just kills itself.
It actually does.
But,
Yeah, it actually does.
yeah.
Okay, so the next thing, are we done with GTA 5 for now? Because I think that's all I have to say about it. I don't really care about it. I feel like the only good thing that's really come out of it is that we're getting free 100 million until it releases, I guess, which is not really going to do much, but yeah.
That's just 1 million.
It's all right.
I don't know if it's 100. I guess it depends how long it takes them. It wouldn't surprise me if it took them 100 years for it to come out on PS4, but I mean on PS5. I keep saying PS4. I don't know. After that, I think there's the best thing of this whole reveal event, which was Spider-Man.
This is the part that me and you started screaming at when we were watching it.
Yeah, because I didn't think that we'd see anything to do with Spider-Man. I mean, obviously it's not like. So I guess now now that we've waited a few days, we know that it's not a full-on sequel. It's a standard. It's like kind of like Uncharted Lost Legacy or Infamous First Light. I think that's what it was called. The spin-off Infamous game, which is like a spin-off. It's not like an actual full-on new Spider-Man game. So.
But I think
I'm happy.
I think it's a good that it's not a full-on sequel. I'm happy it's not a full-on sequel.
Yeah, I don't. I think it'll be. I think the reason this thing exists is so they can basically. I think it's basically a glorified tech demo to try and bring Spider-Man to the PS5 is what I think, because they're going to try and introduce new gameplay. And my theory for this is that what they're going to do is they're going to take the PS4 Spider-Man. Maybe I don't know if it'll be 60 FPS because most of the time on consoles they decide to prioritize visuals over like actual frame rate, so it might still be 30 FPS and 4K. I don't know if they've announced that. They might have done, but I didn't really look into it too much. But I've got a feeling what it's going to be is it's going to try and bring the first game, like that kind of gameplay, to PS4 with new like mechanics for Miles, and then the second game will fuse them together so you'll have Peter and Miles together. That's my thoughts. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm quite excited to play as Miles just because of Spider-Verse, really. Like,
yeah,
Spider-Verse
just in general,
just fully, I think it got most audiences into Miles as Spider-Man. Like now, I think a lot of people are excited.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
that's the only reason they would have like. Yeah, because I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, this game must have existed before that, but I don't think this game would be like. People would understand how big this game is if it wasn't for Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and I think if it wasn't for Spider-Verse, they wouldn't have included Miles' storyline like either at all or not as like deep.
I mean, they probably would have, because the PS4 game came out before Spider-Verse did, I guess, and then they already had like Miles getting bitten by the spider. I don't think it would have been as big. Like I don't know if a whole spin-off game would have been made.
Yeah, I think it's just I want to talk about the villains that they might do. Depending on how big the game is, of course.
Who you think?
Like you said, I think when we were talking about it when we first saw it,
I think it's not gonna. Yeah, I don't. Maybe Kingpin, because I guess they kind of set it, but I think they might bring him back in the full-on sequel, because obviously to a certain extent they set him up in the first game because he gets arrested, and then when he gets arrested, you don't see him for the rest of the game. It's just his hideouts around the city where you beat up people and stuff to like in the first game. So in the second game, I got a feeling they might do that. Like they might bring Kingpin back for the second game, and then in this it'll be smaller scale villains. So maybe Shocker will come back. I've got a feeling Prowler will be introduced to some extent. I don't know how they'll work that in, but it'll probably happen.
Well, in the trailer, we don't really see much. We see the Miles suit, which doesn't really look like a full suit because like looking Deep Death, there's some trainers. Then we see the lightning that he shoots, which is yellow instead of blue, which is new because I'm pretty sure usually it's just blue.
That's the first thing we see. But then again, we don't know if that's like as a result, if that's coming out of him, or if he's fighting someone and maybe that he's fighting against him. Because that could be Shocker, like Electro, maybe. Because we didn't see Electro. Actually, we did see Electro in the first game, but he like all those Sinister Six members would like maybe they'll come back in some capacity. I don't know.
And we see the thugs, like the new smaller scale enemies that you fight, just like the normal ones. I mean, when you see them, they're like proper like decked out with new gear and stuff, and it's like it looks like very like technology heavily like based.
the gear they had looked similar to what they had in the DLC. Because in the DLC, like you didn't play the DLC, did you?
No, I didn't play it.
Yeah, the in the DLC, basically what they did was they had Hammerhead, like his crew had like better. I think they stole it from. I don't remember what they said. I think they said something like they stole it from Silver Sable's country or something like that. And basically, what they did was they had like better armor and better weapons and stuff, and the enemies were way harder to fight in that. I mean, the game's not really challenging in terms of combat, so that's one thing I hope they improve. I mean, the combat was good. It was really good and it was really fun, but the combat wasn't exactly a challenge. So I hope maybe they make it a bit harder than the first game. But that's like moving away from what we were talking about.
One interesting thing I took away from the trailer, which I didn't really see in the first game, was the color palette that they're going to use looks very like neon sort of based, like from like the night scene.
That's true.
Tell.
Yeah.
With the enemies, like it's very neon based.
I think it's going to be winter as well.
Yeah, which is like it's more like towards like the urban style, which is sort of what Miles represents, which is a more urban Spider-Man, which is quite interesting to see. I think that's a very good thing that they're going to do. But I just hope it's not too short.
The thing that's kind of scaring me is, I've got a feeling the length. I don't think it's going to be long. I think it will probably be the least it will be is like 9 hours. That's my guess. Because I didn't play like the infamous spin-off or anything like that, but I don't know how long that was. I guess I could look that up. I should probably look into that at some point, but I don't think it's going to be as long as like something like that. I mean, I think it'll be about as long as something like that. Sorry, but I think the one thing I'm scared about. I hope it's not just a repeat of Into the Spider-Verse, because obviously we've seen Into the Spider-Verse before, so I don't want to have Into the Spider-Verse adapted as a PS4 game and then just like stick it on a disc and there's nothing like creative there. I hope they tell like some sort of new story. Because obviously one thing that's already different is that Miles' dad is dead. He wasn't dead in Into the Spider-Verse, so that's spoilers for the first game, I guess. So sorry if I spoiled that.
Yeah, I think with that is that I wouldn't mind playing it just because I enjoyed the movie so much that if I would like get an opportunity to play it, I wouldn't really mind. But I also think they're not going to do it because
don't get me wrong. I love the movie.
I think for the small scale game that it is, like because it's between the sequel basically, I don't think they can fit that much storyline into it. So anyway, so I don't think that's
it's not going to be. I feel like it'll have an impact on the sequel, but it's not going to be. I mean, maybe it will be something big because I saw some thing where they were saying like, don't get it wrong, this is going to be important. It's going to be like a big thing because obviously it's a launch title. That's another thing I forgot to mention. The release date. It's a launch title, so that's coming holiday 2020. So this is a launch title. This is basically their big thing that they're going into PS5 with. So it's got to be something substantial because otherwise I don't think they'd go into PS5 with this as their main like thing. It looks good.
One thing I want to mention is that Spider-Man, like the games, obviously with the first one they released a separate PS4 for it, didn't they? With like the skin for the controller and the actual console itself. And I've heard rumors that they're going to release a Miles version, the Spider-Man PS4 for the PS5. We'll talk about aesthetics later.
That wouldn't surprise me if they did. I hope they release that because I mean I guess we'll get to this later, but just I'll talk about.
We'll talk about the colors later. We'll talk about the colors of it later.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about Spider-Man? Like Spider-Man Miles Morales?
I think that was the best game to start off with, in my opinion. Maybe it should have. I think maybe it could have been
best
the
new
last
game at least because this obviously so after that, the other game that caught my eye at least was Ratchet and Clank. Rift Apart.
Ooh, yeah, that was a launch title with the PS4, the first one, wasn't it? I mean, playing the first one.
Is it a launch title? I don't know if it's a launch title on PS5.
I don't know if it was a launch title because it was available from very early from when the PS4 launched. Because I remember when I got it, I got the bundle with.
No, the first one wasn't the first one came out 3 years after PS4.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it feels like it was like fast, but it wasn't. It was 3. Yeah, 3 years, came out 2016. I think May 2016 or something like that. I don't remember. It was some point in 2016 or April 2016, something like that. It came out with the movie, which was, as we all know, a masterpiece. Beautiful movie.
I didn't watch the film actually. Was it actually good?
I didn't watch it either, but no, I've never seen it. I don't know. It's just, I think it was, but I'm pretty sure it's just the cutscenes from the game, and they just like, like what they did with that Lego Batman Blu-ray thing, where they had the cutscenes from Lego Batman 2, and then they just animated the rest of it.
Yeah,
it was that, but it was in cinemas.
Oh right, okay.
That existed.
I don't think it would have been too
paid money
bad
to watch that.
because I played the first game. I played it when it like came out, basically, because I remember I got my PS4 late compared to everyone. Because I got a PS3 late because I was just like.
I played it a bit after it came out.
Yeah, and basically, I played. That was the first game I actually played on PS4, and I completed it quite quickly. It didn't take me long to complete it.
Yeah, it wasn't long, but it was one of those games where it has replay value, I think, because the game was really fun. Like they had like all the with the cards and stuff, and then they had like the golden bolts that you could get from like I think they had some like hoverboard race thing where you could get
they did the races.
The game was fun. It had replay value. Yeah, but I think one thing I'm interested in with this is how they're having this thing where you could teleport between worlds, like
and the new character,
because obviously
the girl version of Ratchet.
Yeah, the girl version of Ratchet. I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe it's it's like some alternate version of him, or maybe it's like a completely new character. But I don't know.
They're doing some Spider-Verse business.
They had them obviously that. Yeah, well, it's bloody Ratchet and Clank into the Ratchet verse, but I guess the thing they did was like that was the biggest thing there that I seen, which is why they showed it. They had the world switching because obviously they wanted to show the power of the SSD, because I assume they wanted to show that you can load things up like that, like keep like constantly switching without like any slowdown. Because most of the stuff they were showing was gameplay. Most of the stuff they were showing was gameplay, which I was surprised about, because I thought like because like most of the other trailers they showed was cinematic, weren't they? This is one of the few games they actually showed gameplay, which I thought looked good.
Yeah, I'm quite excited for it, but I don't think it's one of those. I don't really think it's one of those games that I'm looking for as soon as it comes out, just because even though I liked the first game,
it's not a system seller.
I don't think many people will be looking for it, because it's just not one of those games that would be like the main sort of focus. I think the main focus is just going to really be Spider-Man, and then the second Horizon game, which we'll come on to later, I guess. But I think that's all I have to say about Ratchet and Clank.
It looks fun. I both Insomniac as well. Those two games that they show, both Insomniac games. Yeah. So Insomniac's going to be doing good stuff for the PS5, I guess. Other games they showed like Resident Evil 8, which I never really got into Resident Evil. I don't think you did either, did you?
Nah.
Yeah. No, I know people who love Resident Evil. Like they're like into it, like it's a proper, like they love it. But no, I played the Resident Evil 2 remake demo. That was sick, but. There was that. There was Bugsnax, the best game of the whole conference, of course. The beautiful game, Bugsnax. Bugsnax was the best thing they showed.
Bugsnax
of the whole conference.
Just sounds like a pointless game.
No, it's not pointless. Bugsnax is going to be.
Bugsnax is the most pointless thing ever.
Bugsnax is going to be game of the year.
Bugsnax just seems like the most pointless thing ever.
No, Bugsnax will be game of the year.
Listen, don't tell me about Bugsnax, yeah. There was like this. What was the things that we were walking around? There was like this baguette thing, which was meant to be a centipede, which just looked dumb. But the only thing that was interesting about Bugsnax is from the creators of Octodad, and that was a good game. Like from what I see.
I just remember the Walrus,
and even the story
was the best part.
Right.
The Walrus looked beautiful.
Looked like a fun game.
Right, but aside from that.
Oh, the Walrus, yeah. The
Walrus. The next game, which I thought looked really good, I was surprised. I don't remember. I don't know if they've released gameplay for this game before, but Ghostwire Tokyo, that game looked sick. That was like one of.
Yeah, but I never knew anything about it. I never even knew this was coming. But he said it was first shown at E3 in 2019.
But it looked good. It looked sick, but I don't know if it's. Do you know which developer's making it?
I don't know. I actually don't know how to pronounce this name, and it's a popular developer, so I'm gonna get slaughtered if I say it.
What? Oh, Bethesda. Oh, Bethesda is making.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
And then Tango Gameworks.
Oh yeah, but Bethesda's publishing it, so yeah, Tango Gameworks is developing it. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. It's coming in 2021. It says. Oh, it will be also launching on PC, so it's a console exclusive. So it's not like it's not gonna be obviously forever. Like it's not gonna be solely on PS5, which I mean, I guess it's good. There's other ways of playing it, which kind of brings us on to the next game, which I'm not sure if it's gonna be an exclusive. but then this will get onto another topic. Basically, Demon Souls. Demon Souls is getting remade. Are you excited?
Ooh, this looks juicy. I've never like seen Demon Souls before. Obviously, you know my experience with Bloodborne, and I'm just not good at those games. So
Yeah,
I just
Souls
died
games in
straight
general.
away.
I
Just end up
I
raging
loved
and just-
Bloodborne. Bloodborne is one of the best. Bloodborne is probably the best new IP in my opinion of this generation. Probably, if it, yeah, I'd say it was. And it's from, like top 5
I
exclusives
mean,
on PS4 in my opinion.
I can't give you my opinion on that because I just flipping died
Yeah.
at the first level and just ended up deleting it because I raged because I'm just not good at those games. But I can say that the gameplay, not even the gameplay, there was no gameplay shown, was there? Just the game in general,
for
like
Demon Souls.
But it's
Well, it's going to be a
remastered, isn't
remake,
it?
so the gameplay will
It
be
just
similar to
looked-
the.
it just looked good.
It's made by the same people who made that Shadow of the Colossus remake. It's made by the same people who did that. So it's gonna be.
I think
it's
it'll
gonna
be
be
alright.
really
Because
good.
obviously, I played
Yeah.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Was it? Did you like it?
I like. It was alright. I mean, I got like triggered at one boss and just deleted the game.
What about like graphically?
I got quite far into
like graphically, was it good?
Graphically, it was alright. The only thing is that with some of the bosses, when they die. Well, it was actually most of the bosses when they die. Like in Shadow of the Colossus, when you kill the bosses, they just fall onto the ground and just die.
Yeah.
And then like when they
Yeah.
fall onto the ground because they're so massive, there's like dust particles and like grass just spreads. And
It's like
when
frame
that
rate drops.
happened, the graphics for that. It was just the first of all the frame rate drops, and then the bosses tend to like glitch into the ground, and then it just has like some next like I don't even know some like fit. It just had like a fit, and then it just disappears.
Do you remember when I told you about the One Reborn when the game like the frame rate just died on the game? It was so bad, which is why this thing excited me because there were rumors about the Bloodborne remake being true. Like there's supposedly a PC port coming. Which is why I'm thinking, is this thing coming to PC as well? But there were rumours before this event that they were going to announce Bloodborne remake and not remake, remaster, I guess, and Demon Souls remake, which they've announced the Demon Souls remake. So I think that means the Bloodborne remaster is real. So if it is, that's really good news because I want to play that. Get it on PC and play it at like 60 FPS.
I don't want to play it,
Yeah.
but I'll have a look at Demon
I know you
Souls,
don't want to play
which
it.
is apparently
You got
harder,
scared.
so that's just going to be even worse for me.
I think it's harder.
harder.
I'm not sure. But it depends because I don't know if they're gonna like keep the same gameplay because the gameplay like for Demon Souls, I don't know if it's dated or anything. I never played the original, but I was excited for this because I like the Souls game. So I like Bloodborne as well. So Bloodborne's like a Souls game as well, I guess. So that was one of the best games. So.
I mean, it looks like a good game. It looks like a good game. I'll try it when it comes out, and then
Are you
see
gonna buy it
how
for
it
full
goes,
price?
I guess.
Are you sure you won't get scared?
Huh?
Are you sure you won't get scared?
No, I'm not gonna get scared.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I won't get
What
scared.
if
I'm
it's scared
fine.
you Bloodborne?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure.
okay, so after Demon Souls, which is going to give Isabel nightmares, the other game that caught my eye, which was the final game, I think, it was the final game they showed us Horizon 2, which I've always wanted to play the original Horizon, but I never got around to it.
I can't talk about this one. I don't know what this one's
I
about.
don't have a huge amount to say either, but this was, in my opinion, the most expected game that they were going to show. There'd been rumors about this thing like being around basically since the first one. I think we knew that they were working on it since the first one came out, which was 2017, I think. So it was super expected that they were going to release this. I don't know if this is a launch title as well. I don't think it is. Let me check. Let me look that up. Hold on.
Nah, it's not.
Isn't it?
Nah, I don't think it is.
Is it coming out?
Yeah, it says while you're looking it up, the story. It says that a plague appears which causes the local wildlife to die off, and then the protagonist, whose name is
Aloy.
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 It says Aloy.
Aloy.
Yeah.
That's how it's pronounced.
She has to find out what's causing it before it's too late, and then the new features, like two of the new features, would be that she will be able to explore underwater and discover secrets beneath the surface, which sounds interesting.
Yeah, so that's exciting for people who like the first Horizon. I never really played the first Horizon. I don't think you did either, I assume. Usually,
No,
if I haven't played a game, then the likelihood is that you haven't really played it either, probably.
No, yeah, I haven't played it either.
Yeah,
Because
but
I don't
loads
know.
of my friends
I don't
played
know.
it,
Just
they
nothing
loved
really
it.
catches my eye like that.
Yeah, loads of my friends played it and they loved it, so I want to play it. I'll probably play it at some point before the second one comes out. I've got so many games I need to go back to this generation. It's probably why I won't buy a PS5 straight away. Because the only reason I really want to buy one is for Spider-Man. Like, even though I would say, even though like they showed loads of really good games at this like conference, I feel like they need to keep this kind of energy like building. They can't like just stay at this level. Because if they stay at this level, then I'm not going to be like blown away. I don't want a PS5 at launch if that's the case.
Yeah, right now, I'm excited, but I'm not over the mood for it.
Yeah.
Like,
but and then
I think they could have showed a few more things that would have got me more hyped.
Yeah. And then after that game, after Horizon 2, which was another the last
Wait,
game
can we
they
just
showed.
quickly stop? Because basically, I just want to talk about NBA because I know you don't like sports games.
I forgot about NBA.
I'm a big basketball
I forgot
fan.
they even showed that. That didn't
Because NBA is basically.
I don't care
NBA
about
was
sports
basically
games.
because you went away when they showed it. You went off for it for a bit, remember?
I did,
when they showed NBA and you came back and it was there.
And I came back. I came back.
Was...
I looked at the screen and the NBA logo was staring me right in the face. I was like, okay, I was so happy I left. That was the perfect time.
Yeah, because I was proper gassed when it came on because they bought Zion Williamson on. Oh, cause he's got a complicated name, and he's just like he's not new. He's like fairly new, upcoming, like very good. Like very like prominent like during the season before it got cancelled because of just like COVID stuff. They got him as the face, it looks like, because he was just basically the whole trailer was about him. But the only thing that disappointed me was because I thought it was going to be Kobe because obviously of the death of him at the start of the year, which like broke basketball fans' hearts like all around the world. I thought they were going to do that like after he passed. Everyone was saying, like every NBA fan, like and 2K fan was just basically saying,
should have been on the next
game.
game.
The next like edition isn't about Kobe. Like we ain't
Maybe
getting
they'll
it.
do.
And
I
think because they didn't show this one, they'll do like a legacy edition.
I think what they're gonna do, because on one of the years, I forgot which year it was, they had some thing where it was like one of the NBA games was like it had different cover art. So it had like reversible cover art. So I don't know if that'll be. Maybe they'll do something like that, or I don't know.
You know one thing about NBA?
I don't really know anything about these games. Yeah, what about
you know one thing about NBA which you missed, which was good for just like the PS5 in general. You know the in the engine footage, it featured you know like the sweat effect on players, and you could see the individual beads clearly dripping down their faces, and it was so clear, and it was just so smooth.
Well, they have to make improvements somewhere because it's all the same. Every sports game is basically the exact same game every year. So they have to improve something, otherwise no one's going to buy it.
Yeah.
Was that okay? So
they are going to do some new features. I've heard, apparently.
But as I said, I don't really care about sports games, so for me, it's not like a big thing.
I mean, that's all I have to say about NBA because there's not much to say about sports games. But it was basically the only sports game that was introduced except for Gran Turismo, which both of us don't care about. So.
Oh yeah. I'll probably make a separate video down the line about maybe when the new Gran Turismo comes out about why I don't care about Gran Turismo and racing games like that in general. But
I think that with these sort of games, they have a chance to show off their like the graphics in it. They just have
that's what I think. I think mainly it was either
because those are the sort of games where you could show realistic graphics as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that was. Is there any games that you wanted to see that we didn't see?
A new Rainbow Six, which I knew we weren't going to see, but I was hoping that we might get something for it.
Yeah.
That's just because I love the normal game. Right, next game. We've only got like 2-3 games left, haven't we? Or are we finished?
No, there's nothing left. So after that, they didn't show any more games.
Now let's go on to the console reveal. Hold on, let me get the console up.
Yeah, the design. So what did you think of the design? I guess I'll let you start.
Well, you know what I think. As soon as it came up, I said like, "What the hell is this?" Initially looking at it, I will say,
as soon as it came up, I was like, "What?" I don't know. Yeah, why does it look like that? But then I will say that over the past few days, it has grown on me. I think it looks better than it did when we first.
I mean, it has grown on me as well. Like I've watched videos of people explaining it, and
I will say I don't like it with the disc drive. This is another big thing that we haven't mentioned yet. The console has digital and it has a digital edition, no disc drive, which is I don't like that. That's
Xbox has already done it.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah, but that's stupid as well. I don't like these digital only consoles because the thing for me is it kind of there's two things. A, it's gonna encourage like not having any more physical games. I don't like having a collection of games. I don't want to just like buy digital games. Be like, yeah, I can play this. Like, I don't really own this. Sony just gave me a license to it, and they can take it away at any point. I don't like that. And then also the other thing I don't like is that
I think you know what it is.
Yeah.
I think the thing is with like it depends what type of gamer you are. Like if you're like a more nostalgic gamer, you like to have your physical copies in hand, and if you're more of like the advanced gamer, you want like everything just quick, just there. I'll click this and it'll put it.
I guess that advanced is kind of just like it's more convenient. I guess that's why it's more convenient.
But obviously, I think you're gonna have to pay more for games, then it.
Yeah, and you know for a fact that the digital one's gonna cost less, obviously, because it has no disc drive, and then Sony's gonna charge like £60 like they do for games now, which in my opinion is ridiculous because you can get them cheaper physical from other places, which is what I always do whenever I get a new game.
The thing is with the disc drive thing, obviously the console is going to be cheaper, and the rumor is that it's going to be £50 or $50 obviously dollars cheaper between consoles. So there's going to be either obviously the rumor for the price is like from the Amazon leak was 600.
Well, Play Asia had it for
the terms of storage.
Play Asia had it, which is like a website that I think they import things. They had it for $700, which I don't know if it's going to be that much. I don't think it's going to be that much. That's just me. I don't know.
I hope it's not that much. I feel like that's just a bit. That's going to put a lot of people off the price because even like it being £600 is still a bit. It's just a lot. Mm-hmm. I know it's got like the graphics and the specs are good, like really good on it, but it's still a lot for a console considering we've got from like for my PS4 I paid 400. Or like even less because I think I might have got it for like $3 something.
I paid $290 for mine. I got it bundled with Black Ops 3 and Fallout 4. That's how much I paid. But the thing is, I don't think it's not really comparable to the PS4 because it's more powerful, isn't it? So when PS4 came out, the launch price was $400.
Yeah, but it's a big jump. It's a big jump.
It is a big jump. It's almost double. But the design, as I said, I think it's grown on me. So yeah.
Someone said it looked like Sandwell College.
Yeah, well, people were saying it looks like a router, which is true. I don't think they're wrong with that.
Someone actually got a Virgin router.
Yeah, no,
so two pieces of A4 paper on it, and it actually looked like that. Yeah. That's the depressing thing. The one thing that I got gassed about though with it is that the one thing I got gassed about was
the headset.
Obviously, they showed the accessories, and they showed the controller, they showed the camera, they showed the entertainment remote and the headset. Obviously with PS4, I like my headset. I bought the gold one for the PS4, and now for the PS5, the design just looks so good. I think I'd pay for whatever the price is for that, as long as it's not like over like £60-70. I'll be buying that like almost straight away because it just looks sick in my opinion. And I think it has got like this more like futuristic design,
especially compared to the PS4.
And one thing that it definitely deserves credit for, it definitely looks like better than the Xbox, whatever the series is. It Series
I
X?
don't really love either of them.
Better than that because the Xbox Series X just looks.
The Xbox Series X, I think it's supposed to look. Yeah, it's supposed to look like a PC,
it's just a big
like
black
tower.
box, and you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh yeah,
which is annoying.
It looks a bit like
if I think
it looks a bit like the Amazon Echo, but like square.
Speaker. It actually looks
like the Amazon Echo, but square. That's what I think. And it's got an Xbox logo.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I really have to say about this event. I thought it was a good event.
I thought it was a good event, especially because this is the first one I've experienced. Because I'm younger than you, so obviously when the PS4 came out,
you don't watch E3. You never watched E3, so you. Yeah.
I never watch anything. I just watch like what people have to say on it after, like we're doing now. I just watch that sort of stuff. I don't really. The only thing I ever watch is like if they do like a trailer review.
I don't think this is like rivaling like Sony's 2015 E3 or something. That was just insane. But I don't think they're ever gonna like reach that again. But I guess you didn't watch that, so you don't really know what I'm talking about.
I don't really know. I mean, talking things gaming like now, like in terms of like the present. I mean, Last of Us 2. We've got 3 days now. I know that's the game you've been waiting for like your entire
3 days.
life.
Well, 3 days when we're recording this. I don't know. Once we've uploaded it, it might be out, and then I'm gonna review that.
And then I think you're gonna get a review out for that.
So long. I guess that's like going away from PS5 now. But yeah, I guess
I think that's all we have to say. No, I'm done. Overall, it was good.
Good conference. So if you guys like this, then be sure to subscribe and like the video and share it.
We got more coming.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, just thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
We got something for everyone. We got something for every type of viewer, hopefully.
Yeah, movies, TV shows. We're gonna do everything. So.
Right, I think we're done. Speak to you soon.
Yeah, goodbye.